Hi there. Well, it's been a while, but I would like to share with you some of the things that I've been working on for some months that I'm actually enjoying and noticing how significant and important it might be. The thing I'm working on is how to use infrared. Now, this is an infrared photograph of space, and later on, I want to show you how this works, and we're going to focus on this little red ball in the back. But the infrared is a light. There's near and far infrared. There are wavelengths of light. Ultraviolet is faster, and it's the thing that you feel that's warm on your skin. Infrared, typically, you do not feel it at first, and it penetrates the body. The latest scientific things about the infrared is that infrared light actually penetrates the physical body up to about 2.5 inches. So it goes through the bones in the body and penetrates the cells. And they're realizing that this infrared is significant to the functioning of the physical body. So I'm interested about how to use the physics of the vibration of the frequencies of infrared. And there are many frequencies of infrared, near and far frequencies. Near just means a faster wavelength. A far infrared is a slower wavelength, but they're all within the vibrational spectrum. I'm interested in how to cooperate with it. The function in the body, one of the many functions they've discovered, and there are many videos on infrared light and the body on YouTube. You can go find those on your own, and I'm interested in how to use them. Now, the fascinating thing is how the infrared light enters the cell and directly enters the mitochondria. As you know, the mitochondria is the energy system of the body. It's the vital source of what creates energy in the cellular phenomenon. Now, the mitochondria is a very small cell in the body that is unchanged for nearly 200,000 years. It's part of our own genome that we use this function of the mitochondrial DNA unchanged for 200,000 years to have this energy to bring us sugar and oxygen to create a fission, to create an energy from fission. It produces a toxicity that needs to be cleaned and removed. But I'm interested in the physics of how this works. But I'm also interested in how to utilize that to bring more life force with awareness, intention, sensitivity, that when this is occurring, to also bring something else with it. On a physical level, it's automatic. You walk outside in the sun, whether you're dressed or not, you have a hat on or not, you're being saturated with so many infrared wavelengths that it's impossible to explain it all. You're being saturated. One of the very fascinating things is, what does infrared look like in nature? So for example, I'm going to show you a picture in nature. Now I know this looks like maybe trees in the winter or snow, but these are actually trees in the summer on the spectrum of infrared. So if you get an infrared lens and you look at the trees, all the green that's coming at you, what's really coming at you on the infrared is white light. There are other frequencies that you'll see in a moment that go from pink and blue and so on, but this white light function is what's coming off of everything green. So I'm encouraging you to consider that everything green in nature is saturating you with the opportunity for life force. I say opportunity because it does its job physically, automatically, when you're outside and you're walking along, the grass, the bushes, the trees, they're all reflecting to you, and without knowing it, you're actually utilizing that to produce a change in the mitochondria. Now, one of the primary molecules that they've discovered is that when infrared light from nature enters the mitochondria, it produces, through this one photon, this wavelength, it produces a melatonin molecule. Now, as you know, melatonin is, normally we use that for sleep and for many different things, but it's mostly for cellular cleaning. It does different things in the sleep state by backwashing the brain, but that's another video sometime. The mitochondrial function during the daytime uses this melatonin it creates for cleaning the physical body and creating the means for it to receive more energy. So literally, tens of trillions of cells in your body are actually using the light from nature to help you clean your body. Now, I'm seeing this vibrational experience as an opportunity to ride this vibrational wave in with feeling. The vibrational wave is a spectrum within the senses. Now, as you know, the infrared is not within the eyesight because the eyesight is a very narrow band, but the near and far infrared is also coming in. Now, the physics of the mind is that the mind uses the frequencies and creates a limit. To me, the mind has a limit because it operates within the spectrum of vibration. But while you're in this spectrum and these waves are coming in, you can use the mind to create your own experiences, imagery, imagination, intuition, and you can use this to bring it inside the body to ride along. I'm saying simply a walk in nature will enable you to, with your own conscious awareness, not only to receive the infrared, but to desire to receive more from the vital force of nature. There is a vital force in nature which is within the spectrum of the mind. Hence, it's possible, when you're aware and willing to do it, to use the vital force of nature consciously, meaning literally to bring it on in with the infrared, bring it into the mitochondria, and give the mitochondria a new form of energy so it doesn't need as much fission, sugar, oxygen, fuel. Yeah, I know that's a lot, but nature can do that. Now, you can do that also in other places. For example, that's why I'm giving you this other look. Infrared, we're being saturated with one form of infrared in the plant kingdom, another form of infrared from deep space. They're not the same infrared, but they're different frequencies of infrared, near and far infrared. I'm suggesting that you can use that same thing. Now, what would you want to bring in if you were able to bring in? That's really up to you. You can feel, imagine this physicality entering your physical body. And for me, I'm staying right here in my physical body with it while trying to create a sensitivity to this life force that's available. I'm interested in how these things work, and I'm reporting back to you that, it's worth the time. Now, I would suggest that you take a look at some other pictures with this. Here's another one. This is another scene of a forest with a slightly different wavelength filter that's only showing you a particular spectrum literally coming to you from a forest. The other one was white. This one, well, you can call it whatever color you want, but I'm saying that there's a lot of amazing wavelengths that are available to us coming through nature. It's like we can feel them. Now, the fun part of this is the frequencies we're referring to are not just the frequencies in your eyesight. No, the mitochondrial experience is a whole body experience. So the infrared is penetrating my body everywhere, not just through my eyes. So don't be misled by that. Yeah, use your eyes as best you can and as you want to, but use the understanding of the physics combined with your imagination to help you feel this whole body flow coming into the physical body and entering your mitochondrial function and delivering a hit from the beauty of nature or whatever you want to do. Now, to help you grasp some of this, here is one of many possible pictures you can find of the mitochondria. Now, there are many on the internet. You can go find your own images, and there are some really good ones. There's drawings and things, and you can see how these little curvatures, they open up. They're folded. They're highly, if you were to open all of these up, it would cover an area that's at least almost like a square meter. So if you opened up the one mitochondrial thing, it has a surface area that's vast. This surface area is what is capable of receiving the infrared and or your own feeling sensitive imagination. I'm suggesting that you put yourself inside the mitochondria and, well, have a kinesthetic experience with it inside your own, yes, your own mitochondria. Why the mitochondria? It's probably the deepest feminine point in the human physical existence. It's the oldest, it's deepest, it's beautiful, it's important, and I think it's ideal for us to learn to want to occupy it. So I suggest that you use this experience, step inside your mitochondria, and be in nature. Now, the interesting thing is that this infrared light goes through glass. Ultraviolet does not go through glass, right? That's the one that bounces off of a window. But right now, I have for many months been sitting in front of a large window. I can almost touch it if I reach out to the window, and it's into my yard, and it's covered with trees, and now it's the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, and all this vital force is beginning to come up, and it's now preparing the plant kingdom to radiate. I'm doing my best to body surf on nature's waves with a sense of appreciation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on in, a little more infrared. It's like, yes. Other frequencies, please. Space phenomenon here, yes. Come on in. Let's come on in and have a mitochondrial party. It is spring, by the way. If you're not feeling a little Twitter-patient hormonal stimulation stuff, then you probably should look around a little bit. But this is what I'm working with. So let's come back here one more time to just show you this one, because it's coming at you all the time. It's an opportunity. I'd suggest you use your imagination, your feeling, your sensitivity, your sincerity, your intention to want to grow, feel, be alive, embodied, personally responsible for your own interior metabolic outcomes. Well, this is just a report. I'll see you again soon.